As we discussed, insecurity can cause us to think negative things about ourselves. And for many of us, our insecurity is centered on our appearance or how we look. Our hair texture, our skin, our body shape, our nose, our height, our complexion. Since we were little girls, the world has told us what it means to be beautiful and what beauty really is. And if I'm honest, many of us don't see ourselves fitting that mold or that standard. That's why I appreciate the body positivity movement, because it teaches us to embrace that beauty comes in various shapes, sizes, and shades. Even though society is trying to be more inclusive and diverse, we still have all of these beauty standards lingering in our minds. I'm sharing with you ways that you can begin to appreciate and embrace how beautiful you already are. In order for us to appreciate and embrace how beautiful we are, we have to first change our mind. Remember I told you that we can't trust our own thoughts sometimes? Well, if you think that you're anything less than beautiful, you are wrong. The word tells us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that God's works are marvelous. That's all of God's works. So that includes you too. God has never looked in your mirror or mine and wished that he's seen someone else. You are beautiful, uniquely beautiful. You are one of one. You are an original. God created only one of you, and you are beautiful. Once we start to focus on what God says about us and kind of like quiet what we think about ourselves and what others have said about us, we can start to lean in. We can start to invest more and believe what God has said and spoken over us. You are beautiful because God says you are beautiful. And you may not feel beautiful. You may have, specific things that you don't like about yourself, and that's fine because we all do. But ultimately, what I want you to get from this is that God makes no mistakes, and God created you the way that you are. And you have to learn to embrace the truth about who you are in God's eyesight and get out of your feelings about what you feel about yourself. Because the truth is, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. The truth is, you are beautiful. You are majestic in all of your glory, and God created you that way. And it just takes some time. Trust me, it's a process. It takes some time. It takes some meditating. It takes some focusing. It takes speaking over yourself in order to change your mind about how you see yourself and what you believe is beautiful. Once we start to change our mind, and once we start to focus more on what God is saying about us and less about what we think or what we feel about ourselves, then we can kind of move into a place where we start to be honest with ourselves. If you've watched the negative self-talk, when I say be honest, I'm not saying be brutally honest and handle yourself callously, but I am saying that we want to be honest and realistic with ourselves in a gracious way, with grace, with love. I have birthed two beautiful baby boys, right? I have two beautiful sons. And so it is unrealistic for me to compare my body now at 36 after having two kids to my body when I was in high school. And if you find yourself comparing your body to your previous body before a life event like pregnancy, or before you had a surgery, or before, that is just a slippery slope that we just don't want to go there. We just kind of want to, when we feel ourselves heading in that direction and comparing ourselves to a former self, we need to know how to shut that down, how to interrupt that thought pattern and shut that down. We need to just be honest with ourselves that this is my new body and I need to be accepting of where I am now. So that's how we be honest with ourselves, by being honest about where we are now or where we are in our appearance. Maybe it's not your body, maybe it's your skin, or maybe it's your hair, or, it could be different things for us, for all of us. If it is your body, which I do want to focus more right now on this part with your body shape or size, some of the things that have actually assisted me in appreciating and embracing my body are a few things. So I actually started to follow fashion influencers who had my body type. When you follow other influencers who know how to dress and know how to style things according to their body type, it actually can assist you in kind of like creating your own style and dressing for your body type. Because a lot of what I see with people being kind of, upset with like their body frame or their shape is that we are looking at these influencers or these different people online on social media, and they have a completely different body frame shape than we do. And it's just very unrealistic to, I guess, down yourself because you don't look like that. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm a huge Zendaya stan, and she's like tall and she's very slim and slender, and I love how she fit her clothes. But let's just be honest, I cannot wear some of the things that Zendaya wears. Our body shapes are not anywhere alike. Like, she's taller than me for one. She's very like slender frame, not really I'm hippie. It's just not a great comparison to compare my body type to hers, nor to kind of emulate the things that she wears, because we have different body types. Because of course we see things that we like, but that doesn't necessarily mean that just because you like something that it's going to look good on you and that it actually is going to fit you. My second tip would be to make sure that you're purchasing clothes that fit your body type. Follow influencers that fit your body type. If you find yourself that, I've changed my mind and I'm trying to be realistic and be honest with myself, but I still don't appreciate and I still can't really embrace where I am in my body, kind of move away from how your body looks and focus on what your body can do. Embrace and appreciate the fact that your body allows you to do whatever it is. Say if I didn't like my legs, I can appreciate and I can learn to love my legs because my legs allow me to dance. They allow me to walk. They allow me to run. They allow me to do, X, Y, Z, or whatever the situation may be. And you want to look at it from that angle. If you can't appreciate the way that it looks, appreciate the fact that it provides you an ability. Try to focus on that and start speaking gratitude over yourself. Like, I'm really appreciative of this body. This body has birthed 2 beautiful sons. I appreciate my body for doing that. I appreciate my body's strength. So just kind of affirm what your body has allowed you to do. And even in that, even if it's not even focused on the appearance part, just focusing on the ability allows you to kind of start to embrace and appreciate what your body has done, what your body has been through, and how far your body has brought you. You're speaking more positively to yourself. You're affirming yourself. You do feel better. You have changed your mind, and you do believe that you're beautiful. If you still find that there are some things that you're not happy with when it comes to your appearance, then I do, recommend to you that you change what is within your control and within reason. And this actually is kind of layered, so bear with me, okay? Do things that are reasonable. And the reason why I say reasonable things, I don't want this to come off as if I am against any type of cosmetic surgeries or enhancements, because I'm not. I feel that, we all do what we are comfortable with. And if you can afford it, you can afford it. If it is going to improve your overall quality of life, then I say go for it. At the same time, I don't want us to get so fixated on fixing our bodies to the point where we're fixing our bodies and we're not changing our mindsets. Because I've seen this even with people who have lost weight, like people who've been, bigger and they've lost a lot of weight. If they haven't done the work to change and accept and embrace who they are and who they see on a more deeper level, that it doesn't matter how many surgeries you have, it doesn't matter how many cosmetic enhancements you have or how much weight you lose. If you do not change your mind, it's pretty much all in vain. And that's why I say do things that are reasonable and within limits, and make sure that we're not making any rash decisions out of our feelings, because again, you want to make sure that you come to a place where you accept who you are for who you are. Change what is in your control. If you can change your diet and the way that you eat to assist you to reach your goal, then by all means do so. If you can go to a dermatologist and find some type of skincare routine or some products that you can use that can assist you with your skin, if it is a case of acne or you have skincare problems or, anything like that, do what you need to do. If it's a hair thing, seek out a professional, find someone that can assist you in how to style your hair or what products work best for your hair. Change whatever is in your control to change within reason, because I don't want us to become so hyper fixated. Again, I say this because I want to emphasize this. We don't need to become so hyper fixated on our outside appearance, because the word tells us that charm is deceitful and that this beauty is going to fade. Your beauty is going to fade. The older we get, our bodies change, our faces change, everything is going to change. And so you don't want to get so focused on your outward appearance and neglect your inward, your heart, your mind. You don't want to neglect those things, your character, who you are, like down to the core of who you are. I want you to focus more on your character and your heart and how you treat people. Do you love who you are on more than your outside appearance? Like who you are in essence, what you stand for, what your values are, your morals. Those things are far more important than how you look. Keep that in mind when you are changing things that are within reason, when you're working to change things about yourself. Because again, if you fail to change your mind, if you fail to change how you see yourself and work on the things that matter most, your character, your heart, your mind, then you can make all of these changes and all of these changes will be in vain. You still will not be happy. You still will not be satisfied. You still will be very insecure when it comes to your appearance, because what you were changing on the outside, something that really needed to be changed on the inside. And I feel that that is what is most important about this video, is that yeah, you can change things about your outward appearance, everything that you don't like about yourself, you can change those things. But if you don't focus on what is most important, which is who you are as a person, your heart, your mind, your character, doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what you change. You can change everything. You can have all the money at your disposal and have all the surgeries that you want to. You're still not going to be happy with yourself. You're still going to find that you have insecurities. And so I just want you to know that you are beautiful. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. God made you the way that he made you for a reason. He looks at you and he is pleased when he looks at you. He does not wish that he sees someone else. He is not comparing you to your sister. He's not comparing you to these people that you follow on social media. He sees you for you. And I just want you to see yourself for you too.